And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of OMEN, a Death in Space RPG right here at the Proficiency Bonus YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us tonight. We've got some wild and crazy space sci-fi RPG adventures for you tonight. After a wild and crazy episode 2 weeks ago. So before we get started, though, I do want to thank our sponsors, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games, for all their support. I would tell you once again that you can type certain commands into chat, but Stream Elements has failed me once again. Let it be known this day, Stream Elements, you will forever be my nemesis. But anyway, you could Google search Little Dragon Corp or Cardboard Castle Games, and you can easily find their storefronts and web stores where you can purchase all kinds of RPG-related gear and math rocks while you're there. If you use the coupon code BONUS when you order from Little Dragon Corp, you'll get 15% off of your order just for hanging out with us. So make sure you go by and stop by and check them out. They got some really great dice and other things related to all these fantastic RPGs that we love. Oh, Mr. Misery is here. I know he was excited about tonight's episode too. So thank you for tuning in. Does anybody have any other announcements or anything that we need to go ahead and shout out before we begin? All right. So, we're just going to dive right back in. Let me go ahead and get my little sheet up here of stuff that I'm supposed to look at. So, I believe you guys had returned back to the OMEN, and we just ended with another space vessel beginning to land on the landing pad that the OMEN is currently on. That's where we ended the last episode. You guys are still carrying Noah's body. While walking with Noah back to the OMEN. And you guys have made your way safely aboard the vessel. I'm going to give you guys some time here. Dawn, Andronima, and Noah. You guys are entering into the OMEN. I would assume that you're putting up the ramp, closing the door, and kind of starting to get out of your mining attire as you make your way into the comfortable meeting chamber of the OMEN. Why don't you guys take it away for a few minutes?
So, what?
I'm just gonna go outside and work on my bowl and figure this out.
Your bowl?
I mean my staff. Sorry, it's been a long, confusing walk back.
I was really confused. I thought you were gonna work on like a watermelon to put on top of your head, and I was like, sure.
No.
No, well, what the fork?
How am I alive?
Well, from what we saw, there was like Manta one moment ago, and then there was some sort of weird energy thing that happened, and you were already like dead. I'm pretty sure you were dead. Your body was just like laying there on the ground all limp, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? It was lots of panic, and Manta like reached out to something, and then there was this weird poof of energy, and he kept reaching into it, and then he disappeared, but you reappeared back. Do you remember anything? Like, when after being hit, I mean. Once you were hit, do you remember anything at all after that?
I think I was in a lake of fire.
We're in a fire?
a lake of fire swimming.
Or in a lake of fire,
It
swimming.
was something from a nightmare, I promise you. I am glad to not be in that.
Burn, 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 like a ring of fire.
So Manta did this?
We think
No.
Manta there.
I mean, yes,
Oh.
but
Yes. No.
Manta opened a rift in time and space. Are we like just gonna ignore that? I mean, no one's supposed to be able to do that, right? Like, there's not supposed. That's. I mean,
No one's supposed to have two bodies either.
yes. This is very confusing.
Am I
We should-
immortal now?
I don't know, but
Can
I don't
we-
want to.
I don't. Let's not try that again.
No, let's not test that limit. I think that's very nice that you came back. And I mean, I don't know where Manta is, and I hope he's not in the lake of fire, swimming through fire. But this is blowing my mind right now a
Did
little
he even
bit.
say goodbye?
No, he didn't get to say anything. He just kind of looked, and then poof, he was gone.
This isn't right.
Oh, and it's very terrifying. Before I kind of like joined up with everybody, well, it's gonna sound insane, and it's okay, but kind of think they're like other universes. You know, like our universe is not like the only universe. So in my interpretation of events that happened, somehow Manta opened up a portal that led to another universe and pulled like another version of you. Because I don't think those universes are so drastically different. I just think that somewhere out there probably is a better universe than what we're currently living. He just happened to pull you from maybe like a very bad one. The, fire
Like a
universe.
fire one?
Yeah. I mean, it's like one of those things like, for example, if you didn't pick up a cup yesterday, your path could have diverged drastically from what it is now. But at the same time, some of these universes have such like minute differences that like it doesn't really matter, you know? I just think the one you were in was probably really bad. But I'm glad you're here, even if it's not really you.
But I remember dying. I remember that creature.
Well, but maybe you died in the other universe too. Maybe you just were fighting it and then died, and then we're in that transition space that was like full of weird floaty lava or something.
My head hurts.
It's okay. See, I've made it my life's mission. I said that if there's anything I'm ever gonna do in life, is I'm gonna find a door that will open into other universes, so I can go and live somewhere better than this. Or, I don't know. I can figure out how to fix, this. But, I mean, Manta just basically opened time and space and pulled you out like it's no big deal at all.
Except he's not here anymore.
I mean, yes. And we don't even know where he is. We don't know what happened to him.
What if he died?
That's very grim, but I don't know. I don't think so. I mean,
What if I'm actually him with a camouflage thing that he could do?
that's...
I'm not.
I don't want to think about... There's a
But-
lot.
What do we do with...
What?
Yes.
What about if the
Yes.
other one of you is Manta, sleeping?
That doesn't look like a sleeping body to me.
I mean, what does it look like? It's only a guy with eyes. His eyes are closed. Usually, what Manta does.
Not breathing. Manta breathes.
That thing has a wound on it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right.
it's...
And no wound on here. So this is just very confusing.
It is. And...
W- What do we even do with the body?
don't know. I
We-
mean, it's your body, so you kind of get to say in it. Like, what do you want to do with your second body?
Can we use it for parts?
What? What? I mean, it's probably have to freeze if you want to use yourself for parts. I mean, organ harvesting is like very difficult.
That's actually what I was thinking about. Is there a way to freeze this body in case one of us needs an extra hand?
I don't think it will work that way anymore. Your nerve endings have already died. But I mean, in your brain too. So I don't know if there's anything salvageable. Like, I think freezing has to kind of be sort of semi-immediate. Otherwise,
I've never encountered this before. I wouldn't know.
I mean, I saw lots of limbs fly out in the war, and I can tell you they die fast. They don't stay, like, fresh. That's weird to say. Fresh limbs.
Do we burn it? Space it?
I don't know.
Should we wait for Dev? See if we can make a decision together?
I mean, Dev didn't even believe us, really.
I mean, can you? Can anybody believe us?
No.
I definitely think we should. I don't know. Honestly, maybe part of me is like, let's not hold on to it. This is creepy and weird and strange. But part of me is like, what if we can find somebody who knows or has encountered something like this before?
Wouldn't they want to see the body then?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Either to see the body or to maybe, figure it out. Maybe your actual, like, physical body, the one that's down here, could help us figure out what happened to Manta. Because we don't want to just abandon him. We don't know where he is. But I don't want to just, oh, he disappeared. Let's forget about him kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. We may need the body to find him eventually.
That's true. Either that, or at the very least, to figure out what happened to him. Where did he go? Also, there's some weird residue on you, maybe. I don't know.
Noah looks at his arms and looks for any slime or something. No residue.
It would be a good idea, though, for you to store that memory while you can remember it. I've heard that people who, like, have near-death or death experiences tend to forget about them very quickly. So we want to store your lake of fire in a device so that we can analyze it later.
And the death itself.
And the death itself, exactly. And then my memory mixed with Dawn's memory should suffice enough as a kind of reference of what happened.
I'm so lost.
Dawn, it's science!
I don't do science.
A rift in time and space opened. Aren't you curious?
More things to think about. We have
Exactly.
So much...
Well, the other stuff is not that important, but this stuff is
The
like
money?
world changing. I mean, money is important, but like having a rift of time and space open in front of you, that's kind of like, a super rare event. Let's just say that.
Ooh, idea.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this will work, but we should make sure. Noah goes to the door access because it's keyed to his fingerprints and eye.
Mm-hmm.
And sees if it'll open for him.
Opens just like normal.
So it is me.
From a different timeline.
What if we're not even here? What if we're on a different timeline?
There's not enough drugs in the universe for this conversation. But perhaps we can revisit the stasis conversation a bit later.
Yes.
And as Noah says that, we pan back down into the mine. As I believe, Dev, you were still working on trying to open up this pathway to this rock that the cheese graters were not able to break through. So you got into the mech and you started trying to clear out a path to get this mech in there. And I believe it was like, what, 2 hours or an hour and a half is what it was going to take for you to get all the way there. I think that was...
Yeah, roughly around that.
Okay. So about halfway of that time, the red lights within the mech start kind of like flashing, and it seems like the systems are getting overheated. Like you feel like you're doing a lot of work in here, and if you don't give this thing a break, if you don't give it a rest, you're gonna burn up the engine on this thing, and it's gonna be fried.
Gotcha. So then, after seeing all the red lights going off, I'll kind of like shut it down, back her off, kind of like an Armageddon when they're just easing out and just like shutting things down. You know, don't break the bit. And,
Got it. Yeah.
And then I would kind of assess it and then look to see if there's any way that, like, there's an immediate way to cool it down. Like, if you were to pour water down one of the pipes, usually it cools something and then allows the machine to work a little bit longer. So I'd look to see if there's any, like, cool down system for it.
Make a tech check for me.
All right, so I got +1. Ooh, 11 + 1's 12.
12, so you succeed. You discover immediately, after kind of typing in some computer panels within the cockpit of this thing, that this thing actually has insufficient coolant within it, which is what's causing the overheating. So, basically, there's probably some kind of leak in the interior, or something that's causing this fluid not to be at its full capacity to keep the cooling systems running appropriately.
So with that knowledge, I would look to see if I could find the leak to be able to try and fix it, tape it up, see what parts I have on hand.
Okay. It is going to be tricky because you're in it's like a 20-foot tall mech that you're in. And you're going to have to get basically to the side panels, remove some panels, and kind of get in there. It's going to take some time if you're willing to take the time to do it.
I'm willing to do it until I hear back from E-Rock. And if he brings back cricks or anything else, since there's not really anything else that can be done, since we can't chew through that rock as is.
Okay. Sure. So while you're getting out, you do notice that even though there's red lights, the power systems are still working within the mech. And all of a sudden, the intercom systems start to crackle to life within the mech as you're kind of hanging out the door. And you hear this basically standard intercom system is going off in all the mechs, all the substations within the mine. And you hear this voice come on, kind of a staticky voice at first. It kind of crackles and says, "All mining, structural work, and data collection has been temporarily halted on Sector 4 at this time. All employees should report to the surface until operations can continue. Please gather your belongings and walk calmly to the elevator at this time. Thank you for your cooperation." And then it kind of buzzes out.
I'll just kind of think about it like, well, can't be much of a better time since this thing's going to have to cool down anyway, and trying to find parts. At least I can come back with new parts. I'll kind of hop down.
Well, you would know too. They're just halting on Sector 4. You're technically on Sector 3. So
okay.
So basically, what the all call is saying is, everybody on Sector 4, you got to come up.
Sector. Yes.
Yep.
Gotcha. Then I'm just going to go keep repairing.
Okay, you got it. Sure. So you're going to take some time repairing. I will go ahead and make an additional tech roll. This will be kind of like your repair roll for this.
Okay. I got a 7 + 1, so 8.
8. So that's going to be a fail. So you're just having a hard time looking around finding this coolant. Actually, when you do find it, you realize that what you found is unable to be repaired. Like, it is broken to the point where you need a new part. There's nothing that's going to be able to kind of like, you're not going to be able to rig this one to make it work. But you also gain a void point if you didn't already have 4 in the process. But while you're doing that, you hear, it sounds like your friends, I believe Rose and, let me find that other name.
Ace and Rose.
Ace and Rose. Ace and Rose are still back a little bit, where kind of like that open area was where you first originally found this mech that you're using. And you can see Ace seems to be kind of pacing back and forth. Rose seems to be just kind of standing there staring at him while they're pacing. And E-Rock does finally come back, and Crix is with E-Rock as they come back in, and They see you kind of within this little cave that you're opening up a little bit more, kind of hanging off the edge. You just kind of, your hands are covered in grease as you're putting this panel back on, finding out that you need a new, basically, like, coolant system in this mech to get any more use out of it. And you see them kind of arrive. What would you like to do?
I would slam it shut and be like, ding, damn it. And just, and kind of jump down. And then kind of cleaning my hands off, I would look up and see them. And then just kind of peek over at like Ace and Rose to kind of see where they're at. And kind of slowly make my way over to Crix and E-Rock. And then just kind of approach them and go, so, what have you guys heard?
E-Rock is kind of like, well, Crix was telling me that they already knew about that rock in there. Crix kind of looks at you and he's like, I'm surprised you got that thing to work.
Oh yeah, no, it didn't take too much to get it started, but we're definitely gonna have to replace a part to definitely get the mech back there to get that rock out. But
yeah, the part has already been ordered. We're still waiting.
Good. So what anything about Ace and Rose?
As you're kind of saying that under your breath, Crix just looks at you and says, nothing suspicious. They've been here for about 2 weeks as employees of the mine. Haven't really had big payouts. Gotcha.
Nope, they were just acting a little sketchy, a little bit different. So I just wanted to double check and make sure. And no, that rock really looked interesting. So I figured we might as well start working on it, trying to get back there, let you guys know about it. Because I know you did say, if you find something, there is a higher payout reward potentially. So I just want to make sure to alert to you guys so that way, we can make sure that all the paperwork's done correctly.
Naldi has been informed of this, and you would know Naldi. Naldi was the guy who kind of hired you. Naldi has been informed. Apparently, there is works in progress on how we can proceed.
Sounds good. Nope. So what do you want us to do right now then? Do you want us to keep working on this, head back, get new parts? What do you want to use the cheese grater to try and clear it open some more?
You can try, but it may be worth taking a break.
All right. Sounds good. I'll just kind of turn around and shout back, Ace, Rose, taking a break. Come on up and hang out.
Taking a break already? Doesn't seem like we've been down here all that long, right?
Yeah, but the mech broke, so we're waiting on a part to come in so that way we can start working on this, getting the mech fixed and then start hauling it back out again.
You see him like kick a rock. It goes like scattering across the ground. It's like, let's go, Rose. And he gets frustrated and he starts walking, and Rose kind of shyly looking down follows behind him. And they just both walk by you and start kind of walking in the direction that you guys came to get down here.
Oh, and by the way, don't worry. We already got the paperwork filled out for that rock, so if there's any payout, we'll all be getting our equal share. So don't worry.
That's great. Absolutely great. It's great. And he continues to walk.
And I'll just turn back to Crix. You don't happen to have like any snacks or food on you, do you?
We have some at the substation.
Do you just want us to head back there and take a break back there? Or do you want us to hang out here? What do you want us?
Sure. Come on back to the substation.
What snacks do you guys got?
What snacks would you like?
Well, do you have like those fried chips with like the little red dots on them that like have like the chili peppers or something?
We do, but it's not real.
Oh. No, those ones mess up my stomach a little too much. But no, I guess we might as well just go back, get some Get some water, relax, take a break.
At least it looks real.
After that, I would just kind of. I don't need more Pepto Bismol.
So you're gonna
after that, I would
just
be
walking with
walking
Crix
back.
and E-Rock, okay?
Yeah.
Heading to the substation. All right. We're gonna pan up to the elevator, where the doors are just opening on the main level. Aster, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, getting out of a somewhat crowded, large elevator, you step out into an area that is, imagine like metal grated floor, but a large area. There's some flashing lights going on above in the ceiling area. There's metal steps that lead to your right and to your left that go onto a second floor where you know would be the place where is a large kind of check-in place with a round kind of computer desk area where there's a lot of people that work and check people in to this mine. You're covered in dirt and grease, and you are a little frustrated because you've been called out of Sector 4. You were trying to hide it out there for a little while, but somebody found you and grabbed you and scooped you up and forced you to get on the elevator back up to the top. What would you be doing as you get off this? You can hear a lot of people. Yes. What would you be doing as you're getting off the elevator? You can hear others like grumbling around you. Like they seem to be very discouraged that their work has been cut short.
Is the guy who pulled me onto the elevator in the elevator?
Yeah, there's like a couple guys that had pulled you on.
Hey, you! The one that's touching me too much. I want to talk to your supervisor.
I mean, my supervisor's your supervisor.
Well, let me talk to him. Come with me to him. We're going.
I mean, what are you going to talk about? The sector was shut down.
I don't care.
You can't be down there during a shutdown.
Why?
The whole place could cave in.
Okay.
Do you want to be down there when the whole planet folds on itself?
I can handle it.
You could handle it.
I could handle it.
What is that thing on your shoulder?
Talking about Cam?
Cam? It has a name?
Yeah, that's Cam.
Why is it looking at me funny?
Because it doesn't like your attitude towards his name. That's why he's looking at you funny. Sorry, Cam. Don't listen to him.
So why don't you, your picture's up, but why don't you describe yourself for the audience?
Yeah. I'm a bigger man. I got a big red beard, long red hair. I wear big aviation goggles that are like blacked out, awkwardly dark. I have on like actual like cliche spacesuit type of thing with like patches and stuff. But it's very dirty, not clean like this one. Because I do all of my work in it. I have a big purple and blue, looks like a quilted cape, but upon closer inspection, it's more of a sleeping bag. And on the inside, it's like a very deep black color. On my shoulder, I have a little robotic chameleon with big robot eyes.
Nice. Very nice. The guy looks at you and says, you know it's dangerous to wear capes while you're mining.
It's not a cape.
It's not a cape?
It's not a cape.
Kind of looks like a cape.
I wear it like a cape, but it's not a cape.
Well, you got to be careful with stuff like that. You get that stuck in one of those turbines, man, it's just going to rip you right in there.
It's just going to slide right off. It won't take any damage. It'll break the turbine more than it'll break my cape.
That cape will break a turbine.
It will.
Man, you crazy.
A little. A little. You're not getting away from the supervisor thing. I still want to talk to the supervisor.
The supervisor's going to be on my side because they shut down the sector. You think any supervisor, after they shut it down, is going to let you continue to do what you were doing down there? Who were you down there with, anyway?
Myself?
They don't send people down by themselves.
Well, they sent me down with a bunch of incompetent people, and I went by myself.
Who'd they send you down with?
I don't even remember. I don't see them up here.
You don't?
No.
Oh, man. They're not still down there, are they?
Maybe they are. Maybe I should go look for them.
Yeah, right. Nice try, buddy. I see what you're doing. I see what you did there. That's not how it works.
You want to go look for them? You want to go look instead of me?
No, you know what?
You seem pretty scared about it.
I'm going to go over to that bar right there. You see that bar over there in the corner? And I'm going to have me a drink. I'm going to get me some moonshine. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Would you like a shot of moonshine?
If I have to be stuck up here with you, then sure.
Great.
I guess. I should
Great.
probably take it.
Yeah, considering I practically saved your life. I mean,
You didn't.
I totally did.
You didn't.
He just chuckles and starts walking over to the bar.
I'll follow very begrudgingly.
Okay. So you guys go over. He buys you a moonshine, and you guys kind of sit at the bar and start drinking. Back on the Omen, the three of you are still kind of talking. What do you guys want to do? You haven't heard from Devlin yet?
I'm gonna connect to my little device, and I'm gonna give them the option to connect so I can record the memory that we saw.
Okay. So you're taking them into your virtual reality pocket pocket world that you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Want to, so that we can record the recollections of things and remember them.
Okay. So Dawn, you jumping in?
I should try to go see what Dev is doing. Try to bring him back.
So Dawn wants to go get Dev.
Just don't die, maybe don't fight scorpions and stuff, you know? Especially if they're massive and there's already dead bodies around them.
Look, I did not get hit once when we were fighting that guy. I can take on anything now.
Sure. Sure.
I'm not the one that died and came back. I'm not the one that came back bleeding. I was perfectly fine at the end of that whole thing.
Well.
And if it wasn't for me, Noah would not have his old equipment back because I'm the one that looted his old body and gave it to him.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Loot the bodies and give them to things. I'm just saying, be careful.
I will, thank you.
Exactly. You're welcome.
So Dawn, you're headed out of the Omen?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be heading back to where Dev is.
Okay. So as you're getting off the Omen, you can see that there is another vessel that seems to be approaching the landing pad. It seems to be much smaller than both the Omen and the other vessel that have already landed. This one looks more like a shuttle as it's approaching. And you can notice the one that had Moore's Corp kind of painted on the side. Elegantly high glossed like silver on the outside, and it has this blue kind of logo that's beside like Moore's Corp. Any of the individuals on that crew don't seem to have gotten off of that vessel. It seems like they're still on it. Like the landing gear is out, and there's no there's no boarding ramp down or anything like that. And you can see like it's still kind of in a low kind of running mode, as like there's a bunch of like hydraulic like puffs of things like out the sides of the ship. And on the side of this thing is a massive, like looks like a satellite dish on the side of it. And that other shuttle is just slowly approaching. It looks like it's just a really kind of like a putt-putt shuttle that's just coming along, and it's going to eventually kind of land somewhere on that pad as well as you're walking out. Okay. So you just keep on walking back into the mining area, and you can, I mean, You're looking around the main area and you don't see Dev. You do head down to stairs a little bit to where the elevator is located. You're looking around, you can see there's the bar area and the other places downstairs. You can see an interesting looking fellow with red long hair with a little chameleon on his shoulder, having a glass of moonshine with another individual over at the bar. Seems like they're laughing about, well, the one guy's laughing about, the other guy looks like he's just giving him a hard time.
Okay. So
And,
I go. So I don't see Dev.
You don't see
Right.
Dev.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So I approach to the two guys that are sitting on the bar,
Okay.
and I look at the guy with the little thing on top of his shoulder,
Yeah.
and I'll be
It's
like,
a little robotic lizard that looks at you.
I just try to pet him slowly, see what he does.
What does Cam do?
I think Cam at first would like kind of like rear back at you and like stick out his tongue, and at the end of his tongue you see like a red hot bit of metal just like shoot out at you. But then he'll like very slowly allow you to touch him, like tilt his head a little bit.
You have a nice little pet. What's his name?
See, that's how you talk to somebody about their companion.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah. This is Cam. Meet Cam.
Yes.
That's apparently the thing's name.
C4M Cam. Yes.
It's not a thing. It's a little pet. So you call it different things.
Hmm.
It's his
See,
friend.
I like
used to
this
have
guy.
a friend, and he disappeared. And now we're searching for someone else. And it's a whole.
Your friend disappeared.
Yeah, it's a whole.
Oh, was this part of the group that went down with you?
I don't know who this guy is, but
Oh,
he's,
you
he's
don't know
better
this-
company than you so far.
Oh hey there. What's your name?
My name is Don.
Oh, Don.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Don.
Nice to meet you.
Don.
What's your name?
What's my name? Oh, I'm Broden.
Not you. I don't care about you. The guy was there with the pet.
My name's Aster.
Aster. Pleasure meeting you, Aster. I'm actually looking for somebody named Dev Land. Have you
No
seen
idea
him?
who that is.
He has like a little. He always has glasses on, even in the dark for some reason.
Me
He
too.
has a hat on, like similar to what you have on over here in your face, with a little beard.
Alright.
Have you seen him anywhere close by?
I'm gonna be honest. When I was down in the mines, I did not look at anybody else in any sector. I had my own mission I was on, away
You
from
were down-
everybody else. So
But like you were down at the mines. Which sector
Yeah.
were you on?
Sector 4.
And you didn't see anything suspicious?
I mean, I saw some stuff. I don't know if I'm at liberty to tell you about the stuff I saw. But
I mean, do you prefer telling me or telling that guy next to you?
I was gonna just not tell anybody. Yeah.
He ain't telling me nothing.
It's between me and him, guy. Who is he?
I don't know. Who is he? First, he comes and finds me. I don't even know how he found me. He must have been following me or something.
I'm just here trying to help this guy out. He was gonna stay down there when the sector shut down.
He could do whatever he wants. He wants to be
Exactly.
down there. He could be down there. He wants to be up here.
Hey, I don't want to lose my mining contract. If you guys want to lose your mining contract, go right on ahead. I want to make
don't
some
care.
hollows while I'm here.
Well, I could help with that.
See?
But you pulled
You
me
can
out of my
help you.
spot, so you're not gonna find out about it.
There you go. Nice cloak, by the way. Oh, cape cloak. Perfectly. It looks
See,
really good. on you.
It is a cape, isn't it?
Thanks.
See, he
It's
thought it
close.
was he
It's
thought it was a
cloak.
cape too.
He said a cloak. He was probably closer to what it kind of is.
Excuse me, Dawn. Do you agree that if that gets caught in a turbine, that would just drag him in there and probably just?
This would break the turbine.
He says it.
Whether
He
it
says it'll
does-
break the turbine.
Whether it
Try to
does or
cut it.
not, it's whether it does or not, it's his problem. Got nothing to do with what you think it's gonna happen.
Exactly. Try to cut it though. I dare you. I'll hand you the steak knife. Go for it.
Well, I want to see this.
A steak knife?
Yeah, steak knife.
Steak knife. Steak
Whered you get a steak knife?
I don't know. Don't ask questions. You ask a lot of questions.
knife. Steak knife.
Oh, this is like
Yeah,
a
anyways.
this is like an ancient steak knife. Like, where did you even find this?
I have a lot of things. I have a cassette tape on my belt
A cassette tape.
with a cassette player.
You know
Oh,
what?
big.
Here's your steak knife. You know what? Hey, two more for these two. I gotta take a break, guys. I'm out of here. I mean, this is just too much. And he just gets up, and the bartender brings you guys each a glass of moonshine, and then he walks away.
Perfect.
Well, that worked out for us.
Yeah.
But anyway, I started drinking and I guess I'll stay there for a little while and forget all about death. For like a minute.
Don just sits down and starts drinking, talking to Aster, and forgets why he was even here. We will take a quick trip back onto the Omen as Andronima and Noah, you got yourselves plugged into this virtual reality pocket world. You guys go into those familiar hallways of this virtual world that Andronima has created within this thing. What exactly are you guys wanting to do one more time? Go ahead and share what your vision is for storing this within this pocket world.
I would make a door that's what we saw during the fight, like the Manta reaching out and then the whole thing opening up and all the lights and stuff appearing. Like make a memory of that, and then I don't know. Noah, do you want to make a memory of like your fire land?
Yes. But for me, I would be focusing much more on the moment of the death moving and then becoming in the lake of fire thing and then being pulled back. So I want to, the sequence of that is important to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Sure. You guys are starting to... Those sequences, quicker than you can think them up. It's almost like taking place. This is like the speed of thought is how this happens. And you guys are able to kind of piece these together, each with their own door, so you can store these memories and even lock them and keep them there and held within. Both of you make savvy checks for me, please. And Andronima, well, no, I'm gonna say you both just make a savvy check for me.
Alrighty.
That is a 10 plus 2 is 12.
12 is a success.
V is a 9 plus 3.
9, that's 12. That's a success. You both succeed. As your memory is being stored and you're getting this recollection of what happened, of course, each of you with differing point of views kind of morphs the memory a little bit as your point of views kind of clash at one point. It's both the same memory, but you know how different people see something, they have a different perspective. Sometimes things change. You can see physically Manta pulling that rift. One thing that you didn't notice at the time when Manta was doing this is there's a part where it's almost slow motion where you can see Manta kind of reach in and another hand clasps Manta's in slow motion, kind of like Manta is pulling, and that hand is starting to come out with it as Manta is passing through the other side. And then there's the flash of the pink, purplish, magenta light, and then Noah is standing in that spot.
Do I have memory of that being my hand?
As you succeeded on that check, yes. You actually could see the hand. At the time, you weren't sure whose it was or what it was, but with the combination of her perspective of the memory, you've put it together and it's pieced itself together.
So we exchanged places.
Could be. Appears it's likely.
So he is now trapped in a lake of fire. Unless he can just do that again.
What do you mean just do that again?
If he could just open up a rift and trade places with someone, he could just do it again. So maybe he's not stuck there.
We don't know that. Also, that's very concerning, you know, having somebody stuck in just in general, like you died and you went into a place that was all fire. Doesn't that concern you a little bit? About
It does, but at the same time, wouldn't I be horrendously burned if I was in a lake of fire?
maybe you weren't, but your consciousness was. You know?
So this is all very confusing. So, like, did he give his body to the lake when he brought my consciousness back? Am I in his body?
I don't know. We need.
No, it's my
Honest-
body because we did the test.
Yeah, you did. You did open the door, so it has to be yours, because otherwise the biological signatures wouldn't match.
And Manta, if I'm right, never did that, did he?
No, he didn't, because different, hands and stuff. It's very confusing, but I kind of like it. I like this stuff.
I have more ideas and tests to run, and it's not going to be pretty.
Like what?
Is this a me from a future where I was back to life? So if something happens to that dead body me, will that impact the me now? I don't know how
No.
this works.
I mean, you died, right? By all means, accounts and everything, that body outside, that's dead.
And that has a bad wound on it, and I don't. But I
Yeah.
remember that happening to me.
No, I feel like we need to find.
Hmm.
I mean, this is probably gonna be super hard to find somebody who knows anything about, I don't know, these kinds of subjects. It feels vaguely religious in some way. But I think we should find somebody that maybe has some external knowledge, because I only have so much. I just, think that there are doorways and they sometimes lead to places that are better or worse. Maybe.
I have some ideas of who we can ask.
Who?
Someone who wants me dead.
Oh. And we do have your body.
But maybe they have some answers. But on top of that, wouldn't this be like the perfect cover for killing someone and blaming it on me, and then they find my body, so I just get away with it?
Really? I mean, if somebody wants you dead, you could turn in yourself technically for a bounty and get the money and, just be free of the bounty because you're dead. By all confirmations, that body is dead.
So yeah, stasis as soon as possible, so that can be an option for if we needed it. And 2, when we have time, maybe we can reach out to my contact, but not through me.
What's your contact?
Her name is Evelyn.
Evelyn?
And Noah rubs his badge thing on his shoulder for the agency he used to be a part of.
The Evelyn person would know, right?
She might have some information based on what I'm trying to piece together from what they did.
I'm not gonna pry more unless you want to tell me more.
Not yet.
I'm gonna assume this whole conversation is taking place in virtual reality. So you guys are sitting here talking with your like emojis that you guys have created for yourself or whatever your your avatars.
That's amazing.
You've kind of like you've just thought up this couch to like sit on, and you're just like sitting
Having coffee.
I got like random bunny ears. There's like cats running around the place.
Just
One of them is like made out of skeleton.
I love it. While you guys are having this conversation, we're gonna zap back to Dev, who has made it back to Substation 4. You're having it's very bad snacks. They look like real food, but it is not real food. It is fake garbage that they have here to feed everybody. But while you guys are kind of sitting there, E-Rock is with you. Rose and Ace are there, but they've kind of separated themselves from you guys, or in a different part of the substation. You're sitting there with Crix, and all of a sudden the computer kind of beeps, and Crix is just like leaning back in his chair, kind of relaxing, throwing some snacks down. And remember, he looks kind of like an insect. Like he has mandibles and has antennae and stuff like that, and looks over to the screen, and you see him just reach over with his left hand and kind of just type a couple things, and boop. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's it. Oh, they've arrived.
I'll just be eating chips and just be like, oh, and then just trying to wash it down, and then realize like, there's not even like, I grab a can and there's like this much in it. It's like someone else's drink. It's like not even, I'm just like, Crix, you said there were snacks and drinks. Like, these are all stale and opened, and you gave me someone else's drink.
I must say, when we pay this much for our employees, we have to cut back somewhere. It's just the nature of the biz.
I mean, I figured you'd at least have like a sealed bottle of liquid.
I thought you had background in mining. You should be used to this, right?
No, usually we had like sealed bottles of liquid, not reused from someone else.
Oh, you don't like
bottles of whatever.
What's wrong with the sludge?
I saw a TV show about the sludge, and I didn't like where it came from.
That's high energy drink right there. Built for miners.
Yeah, but I'm, the whole Starbs thing, sludge, is just not very good. It's just overpriced. It's not that great. Just overall not that good. But any word on those parts coming in?
Not on parts. We do have. I was told a company from outside the system was coming in to check out the rock problem that you had.
Rock problem in terms of like getting back there, or what we found?
Rock problem is terms of getting through it.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they get here soon. Have you worked with them before?
No. Naldi said that Ashir reached out to them himself.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully they get here sooner rather than later. That way we can get back there and get back to mining.
Oh, they have arrived. You see here, he kind of like points to this thing, and you can see there's a big red flashing thing that says Arrival Morse Corp right on the screen.
Oh. This is the corporation that you guys hired?
Yeah, see, it says Vessel the Blade has arrived. Time-stamped. Right here, on the screen.
Oh, are they on their way down? Like, where are they?
Currently on the platform.
On the platform.
I haven't checked in yet. I'm sure that Ashir will want to meet them himself.
Gotcha. So, since we're waiting for them to come down here and clear the way, and we've already tagged the rock that needs to be excavated out, is there anything else you need from us, or can we, go back and take a rest on our ship? You can kind of call us when you need us or something.
Oh, a rest is fine. You can take a rest on your ship if you'd like. Take a couple of those cans of sludge with you.
I will. And I just kind of turn and make sure my mask is back up and put my sunglasses back on and just kind of make sure all the suit is covered up as much as I can to kind of obscure myself, and then make my way back to the elevator.
Okay.
And then click it and just waiting for it to come.
Okay. Yep. Eventually the elevator does open its doors to your favorite elevator driver, Moroni.
Hey, Moroni, can you...
Hey!
Hey!
It's good to see you!
Yeah, good to see you too.
How'd the mining go?
Oh, it went very well. We found an interesting rock. We're just waiting for some people to come and excavate it and clear the way because the machine that we were using broke. But you can get us back up top, right?
Ain't nothing but crap around here, am I right?
Oh, absolutely.
All just breaks down, nothing but junk.
Oh, yes, nothing but junk. We can go up now, right?
Absolutely, we just can't go down to 4. They've temporarily shut it down.
Shut it down. What? Like, any particular reason?
Apparently somebody got hurt real bad down there, so they're just, doing a checkout.
Was do you know who by chance?
Oh, honestly, I think it was one of those fellas that you were with.
One of the fellas that I was with.
Yeah.
Well, they did say something about Manta, but that wasn't Manta. All right. Well, we'll just head back up, and I'll go see what I can figure out.
All right, you know the drill.
Oh gosh, can you please pull the
I got
the bar back down?
I gotta give you a warning. Going up is a lot worse.
Oh, I know. I can.
And as he puts this thing into gear, the grinding rumbles the whole elevator for just almost 15 seconds before the thing even starts to rise. It rises slowly for about 50 feet or so, then all of a sudden you just almost get squashed to the floor as this thing goes up to the base level, where the door opens, and you glance right over at the bar, and you see Dawn is having a conversation with a glass of moonshine with somebody else. They seem to be chatting it up, laughing hysterically. They seem to be hitting it off.
I would look over and see them throw back the moonshine, and I would immediately just step forward and just vomit, just clearing my system, and then kind of
Maroni taps you on the shoulder. It's okay there. Yeah, get it all out. That's it. I mean, it takes a little while to get used to. I know.
I kind of check myself to see how the situation is, if I need to go change or anything. I'm like, oh, I hate this stuff. And then I would just kind of stumble over to where Dawn is, and then just kind of hit him on the back and just kind of trying to get my composure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I guess you used the elevator again.
Yep, definitely used the elevator again.
You look...
officially nothing in my system.
So I came to find you. Then I met this guy right here.
I came to find you guys too.
Hi.
Yeah, well, I came to find you about 20 minutes ago, and then I met Aster, and then we started drinking. I forgot about you. There is something I forgot. I came to do, and I saw something on the way here. But I think we drank a little too much, and I forgot where it was.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Aster. Can we go talk on the ship with everybody else?
Oh yes, we're supposed to go back to the ship.
Yeah,
then
let's go.
I saw another ship next to our ship. I forgot the name of it though.
Oh yeah. It's yeah. We can go talk about it on the ship, and I just kind of grab Don and kind of push him forward, and I'm just gonna kind of stay behind him, kind of trying to hide it behind his shoulder while I'm trying to push him and get him up.
Okay, Don, wait.
Wait. Can we bring our friend Aster? He has a little pet.
Sure, whatever.
I had to tell you guys about the secret thing I saw down in Sector 4.
Yeah, he did say something about Sector 4 secret.
Okay. On the ship. The ship. Let's go.
All right, on
Let's
the ship.
go. I
don't really like getting on strangers'
behind them as best I can, just kind of keeping an eye out, shoving them forcefully forward.
Yeah. Devlin's just shoving you around and kind of pushing you guys up the steps. Aster's kind of following behind, looking back behind him, oh, this is a stranger's vessel I'm getting on.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know we were at this level yet.
And
you let me touch your pet. We good.
So you guys make it back out, and immediately upon the massive doors opening out to where the landing pads are, you guys do see that there is not just one vessel on the platform now. There are 3 total. It seems like the shuttle has landed, and there is a group of people standing in front, like in between both vessels. Looks like they're having a chat. Looks like they're just kind of, the ships have just opened, and they're just kind of greeting each other.
Yeah, Dev, who is Morse Corp?
It's
We know
yeah, it's a corporation. It's a mining corp. We can talk about it again on the ship. And I just kind of look up and just kind of glance from behind, like the shoulder, just kind of like peeking over while I'm pushing them forward and trying to see if I can recognize anybody.
Okay, go ahead and make a savvy check for me, Devlin.
All right. And I'm going to use a void point.
Okay, there you go. Make it with advantage.
And my savvy's no longer -3. Woo, 14.
14. Nice. You look over there to see if there's anybody that you recognize. And you are successful at kind of looking through everyone that's standing there. But I will tell you this. You do not recognize any of these people.
Gotcha.
You do recognize the Morse Corp logo, though. And you can see that there are 3 individuals that are wearing, one of them's kind of like a nice suit, more like a business kind of S-type thing, but imagine kind of more, suit/space suit kind of looking thing with the Morse Corp logo on the side. African-American male, short hair, eyes as blue as ice, is standing there, and there's 2 other individuals. One individual is standing beside, is a very muscular-looking individual. Looks like scars all over his face, and he's holding a very large rifle. And then next to him is another individual who's holding like a more compact rifle and is a little bit shorter and stout with dark hair, standing right next to him. In front of them is an individual who stands kind of tall, but has this very nice posture about him. He's standing very, very tall. He looks more like I want to say kind of like a Middle Eastern descent individual who has a very chiseled face. His hair kind of rises up here, and he has this scar that comes down right from the top of his hair like this, and just comes down right to his eyebrow like this. Like it just comes straight down almost. But the rest of him looks like kind of very prim and proper, clean shaven. He's wearing this white suit that has this like very light blue trim on it. And he has 4 heavily armored guards standing around him. They are all wearing helmets of unique design. And the armor is kind of black with red accents. And they're just having a conversation right now on the platform.
I'm going to keep pushing them and telling
Okay.
them, let's get back to the ship.
How far away are those guys?
From you guys, I would say probably like, as you guys are walking out of the platform, you first notice them. So you will have to walk within like 30 feet of them to walk to your, to the vessel.
I'm sorry. As we pass by, I would just like scream over to them and be like, "Hey, if you guys are the reason that Sector 4 is closed, I need you to hurry up and do your dang jobs, because I got something I want to do down there, and you guys are taking too dang long."
The prim and proper individual just slowly turns his head towards you, and you can see some of the helmets kind of start looking in your direction too as you're like shouting. The other guys like that are talking in front of him just like look over their shoulder at you. Everybody just looks at you, and the very nicely dressed individual looks at you and says, "I'll get right on it."
Good, thanks. I'll turn around and keep walking.
Okay. So they seem to just like kind of turn around and start just keeping their conversation going, and kind of now that you guys are close by, more of a hushed whisper as it seemed like one guy's like, "Who is that?" And you guys board the Omen and walk into the meeting space within that vessel. I'm going to take you guys over to. So I don't know if Aster, Jamie, has ever gotten to see what the Omen looks like. So I'm going to take you guys to like the detailed map of the Omen. Are you guys able to see that whole page?
Manta.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Manta is no longer here. Bye, Manta.
That was quick.
But we
You guys could use some help.
but we'll
with this
drag
ship, let me tell
we'll
you.
drag Aster on there, so Aster's token is on there as well. And I will I'll put this on the screen for our friends in YouTube land so they can see that as well. Yeah, you guys are aboard the Omen.
And Andromeda and I are still in the VR thing, right?
I would say that if you guys were done in the VR, you guys would be out and probably packing the thing
Okay.
up like right now. So you guys
What's
all...
the condition of this ship? Is it like messed up still?
It's
or-
5-star premium.
Yeah.
It's it looks, I mean, from your first glance, I mean, it's unlike any vessel you've ever seen before. It's
That's a good way of putting it.
it's covered in these weird etchings all over, like some kind of language that, or symbols like nobody understands. I mean, it looks like it's in okay shape, but it looks old. Looks, I don't know.
I think
See-
habitually as I walk in, I'm just like looking around at like the interior and any pipes or whatever we pass, just to inspect for any welding issues,
Okay.
or anything of that nature.
Okay. Go ahead and make a savvy check for me. Actually, let's call this tech, because you're looking more for technical things.
It's just a D20, right?
D20 and then add your tech to it.
Nope.
Okay.
7.
Seems good. I mean, seems like
Perfect.
it's in good condition. You also gain a void point.
Yes, sir.
You gonna fit right in.
I always roll bad.
So, Andronima and Noah, there's a new person that just comes aboard with Dawn and Devlin. Devlin seems to be, like, rushing everybody onto the ship, and he seems to have everything kind of like, his glasses are on, he's has everything kind of covering his face.
Noah backs up to the compartment that's holding his pistol.
Okay.
Is everything okay?
Who's this?
Oh yeah. This is Aster. I met him in the bar when I was looking for Dev. I completely forgot I was looking for him. And then
Hmm.
I figured it could be the new Manta. He's a very nice guy, and he has a pet. Who
Hey
doesn't
there.
like
Like,
Aster?
Oh.
That's Adriana, and that's Noah. You
You
already met Dev?
brought
Push-
our trash home?
Hey, that's
Uh,
I don't know.
No offense, I'm sure you're a lovely person.
Wow. I
I
didn't
like-
even want to go to the bar. I was just dragged there,
Wait.
actually.
The reason why I bought him here is because he knows a lot about Sector 4. He has something that he could help us with.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the
Oh.
point of going down there? For
Um.
information? I got information from.
I mean, if you want money, yeah.
And then Dev found us, and he kept pushing us here for some reason.
Are you okay? Also, nice to meet you, and your pet looks very lovely.
Thanks. That's Cam.
Hi,
Touch it,
Cam.
he turns red. If you touch it, he turns red.
I would say at this point, like I'm just trying to look out the window, and then if I can't find the window, I'm just going to the command center and just trying to pull up cameras and looking around, seeing where everyone is, trying to look at the Morse Corp guys and just trying to get any beat on anybody and just trying to see who's there, where everyone is, what's going on.
okay. Excellent.
Oh.
While you're doing this, go ahead and make an additional savvy check. Make an additional savvy check for me.
He's a void point.
9.
9. You do gain a void point if you didn't already have 4. It's just the 3 outside, and after probably about watching them for like 7 to 8 more minutes, you see the prim and proper individual with the nice posture starts walking with the security, and these 3 individuals start walking behind them towards the doors to the facility that you just came out of.
I'll kind of relax a little bit and sit down in the captain's chair and just... Because just realizing that they actually are there for the demolition as requested. And I just kind of take a load off and just kind of take a breather.
Okay.
Dev, you look like you saw a ghost.
Yeah.
So, remember how I told you kind of a corporation took over my planet and kind of took out a few people?
Okay.
You took out a few people?
No. The corporation did. Corporation did. It was Moore's Corp that were the ones that did that.
Okay.
And they're the ones that kind of have a bounty on me for some of the stuff that we did during that fight. And so what I know a little bit about mining comes from going through the tunnels and doing guerrilla warfare and trying to fight back the Morse Corp, which is how I got a little bit of the knowledge of mining, even though I didn't mine, and kind of how the bounty came to be.
Did they see you?
They definitely weren't going to see me until this guy started shouting and screaming.
Hey, in my defense, you didn't tell anybody not to say anything. You were just
Wasn't
pushing.
it obvious?
You were rushing us. I don't know. I thought you had to use the bathroom or something.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a factor, but
And your name is on that contract.
yes.
Yeah.
But
About another one
it's
that died.
been a
came in.
while, and generally, like, unless you're kind of in that sector, it's not worthwhile to kind of collect on that bounty. But they're here, and I kind of don't want to take that chance. Now, the flip side is we found some interesting rocks down there that I think are the ones that we were looking for, because our machine broke down and they hired this corporation to clear the way to be able to get that rock out of there. And then we're going to get a reward finder's fee for this. So for them to hire a corporation to come in means it's that rock that we were probably hired to look for. Originally
rock?
by
What kind of rock you looking for?
Wazanta, yeah.
some sort of gem that's
Supposed to be like really
shiny.
powerful or something.
Like blue and green?
Is it blue and green?
Come on,
Yeah, I
Dylan.
don't remember. All I know is this rock could not be cut through.
Manta did tell you it was a blue-green gem.
Oh, then yeah, it was blue green, and whatever we were trying to cut into, the cheese grater couldn't cut into it. We were going to have to use the heavy duty machinery to kind of clear the way around it, to pull it out, and it was a pretty sizable piece at that. So the good news is, it appears Moore's Corp wasn't here for me, and they actually are here to do a job. The bad news is Moore's Corp is here, and I just hope I don't have to go back down to collect my fee.
Well, I will say that was my secret that I had in Sector 4 was I'd seen a couple of those shiny rocks, as you put it. And people normally leave with those rocks pretty happy, so...
Yeah, this
Do
one
you
was
have
on.
any?
Oh, I don't have any. I'm not worried about that.
And Dev, the rock that you ran into was kind of like a black obsidian, almost kind of like thing. So
Gotcha.
it wasn't the same color as what Aster is describing and what Manta described, but you found it unique that and different that none of the technology you had was able to like carve
Register.
anything off of this. Yeah.
Right.
So how do you turn this to your advantage?
I got nothing right now. The only thing I can think of is covering my face for as long as possible. And as long as we're in the workplace, I can stay covered the entire time with the respirator and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is
Your name.
potentially my name if it
Yeah.
were to come up. Yeah, I don't know how to. I got nothing for a playbook on this one.
Do we need those rocks?
I mean, we're going to get paid possibly a decent amount. They hired a corporation to come in, and it seemed like they knew what this rock was,
I'll
or at
be
least had a
honest.
significant interest in it.
I'll be honest. Corporations don't normally pay all that good. That's why I'm self-employed for the most part.
See, I like this guy. He's always awake.
I don't know about that. I sleep a lot.
Well, either way, we gotta make sure that Dev doesn't get caught up in this situation. I'd say let's collect what reward we can get, and gosh, going back to the ring, that's risky because we've got lots of enemies there.
Did our contract say to bring back the gem or just information about it?
He asked for you to bring back a gem,
Um,
and if you could find any data that proves that's more powerful than the original gems that started this whole mess, there would be you would get additional reward for that.
So we know that Aster found some bigger gems on Sector 4.
yeah.
They're looking for Dev.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we got
Wait,
kicked
no.
off of Sector 4.
We probably can't get back down there until it opens again.
Unless
Yeah.
we take Dev and have Dev talk to the elevator guy for his name. They became
Maroney.
really good
Oh,
friends.
Maroney. Yeah.
Yeah. Really good friends with him. You might be able to convince him with a little moonshine.
Sneak down there.
Potentially.
I like that.
Well, the biggest thing is we have to figure out what we're going to do in regards to me. Are we going to stay here and wait it out to see if they're just going to do the job and leave? Or are we going to go fly to one of those other sectors? Like what's the game plan before? 'Cause
Yeah, you guys
once
remember
I-
there were two other like landing platforms here. One looked like kind of like an on the surface facility, and one looked like they're a landing platform next to this huge opaque dome along the
And
surface.
so we can go to one of those two places, or we can wait it out. I can try talking to Maroney, like you said, but like I'm gonna need a little bit of cover, just to be safe, walking over
I mean,
there.
If this rock is serious enough for them to come out and do what they're going to do, I don't think they're really worried about you all that much. Just from an outsider looking in, Mr. Wanted Man.
Who are you again?
Hi, my name's Aster.
And his pet.
And this is Cam. Yeah.
How long have you been here?
How long have I been where? In the
Here.
universe?
Where else?
Oh, a while. I don't really focus on time too much anymore.
I mean, he
That's-
wants to go back to Sector 4. He knows stuff in Sector 4. We need to be down there.
He knows exactly where to find what we want.
Exactly. We'll be in an app. All we need is you, though.
Yeah.
And the last time we went out there didn't go so good, by the way.
So maybe we should
Oh,
go
yeah.
together.
Yeah, go back to that. Like you guys, when you guys came over, you guys were talking about how
It's funny how
Noah
you
here was dead, yet you were saying Manta was dead, showing me Noah's body, but clearly Noah's here, and Manta can only change his face, and that's clearly not as close. So like, and I'll kind of go over and kind of like kick it. And I'll just go kind of kick it and just go, what is this? Like a double?
Noah. Noah
Noah.
died.
First
Noah's
time-
right here.
Also,
it's funny
Noah.
that it took you 20 minutes to figure out
Also
that Manta
Noah.
wasn't here.
So brief explanation of this. Basically, Noah died we were fighting these scorpion things. Noah died.
I didn't
Then-
Listen to you.
Oh, so Sector 4 is a great idea.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's completely
Uh,
safe.
it's so
I mean, we
safe.
killed her.
We killed them. Yes, that's true. And
I mean,
then Manta
Manta?
reached. Manta's gone. Manta and
Yes.
Noah exchanged places. We actually, when we went into my pocket dimension thing, we saw Noah reach towards Manta, and then poof, they exchanged places. We think at least.
Okay, so let me get this straight. 4 people went down.
Yep,
A scorpion came out.
2.
Like 2 scorpions?
I think so. Was it 2? Yeah,
One.
One.
two,
One scorpion with 2 tails.
Oh, two-tailed scorpion.
All right. Well, there's already holes in your story right now. So,
There's
All
also
right.
Noah's married too.
so what happened to the scorpion?
Killed it.
You killed it.
Yeah.
And you're saying Noah died.
It killed
Before
me
we-
before they killed it.
Yeah.
They can show you on the VR thingy.
Oh,
So-
Yeah,
geez,
you can
yeah.
see.
You guys
I'm
can
not getting
also
hooked up in
see
that
that
machine.
that Dawn and Andronima they both have, and probably on Noah's dead body at least. There's like this green, almost like predator style blood all over them from the scorpion.
All right. So you're saying Noah died, and then
Mhm.
there was you 3. Well, you 2 plus Manta. What happened to Manta?
I opened the rift in time and space and pulled Noah out and exchanged places.
To the best of our knowledge.
Yes.
What rift times what? So you're telling me?
Yes.
This what happens when you stay away from us and you don't. fuck with it.
Oh, last time I'm used as bait, and that's my fault that I want to stay away from danger.
And now you're being wanted. So we're back to square one.
So are you trying like? So is Noah like invincible? Like can't die?
Oh, you definitely
No.
could die. We don't know, but we're not gonna
You can
test
know.
that theory.
So you're saying both these hands, the dead one and the live one, will both work on the door?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do it right now.
Noah goes and opens the door by himself. Opens fine.
Opens fine. Mhm.
Then
That's
someone help me
the
drag old me, I guess.
I'm not putting my fingerprints on a body. Nope.
I know. this
Andromeda,
story
help me
well.
out.
I will. I'll lift up the body and like put the hand up.
You put the hand up and it beeps and opens.
They're both me.
Okay, I apologize for kicking your body. For
I
starters.
didn't feel it.
I'm. There's a lot going on right now. I'm just gonna take it with a grain of salt with whatever you guys are on right now on Sector 4. So what's the game plan? Do you want me to try and go talk to this guy Maroney and see if we can get you down to Sector 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of us. Dev.
All right.
And Asher and Cam.
Yes.
Well,
he'll come. We
yeah,
need
pretty
him. He knows
important.
where it is.
If
And
you
the kid-
guys can give me, let me double check.
While you're checking, Michael, our ship doesn't have any cryosleep things yet, right?
It does not.
Okay. Maybe the ship next door does.
We should.
If you
steal it.
guys can give me 6,
Minutes.
I'm blanking on it. 6 hollows. I might be able to offer something a little bit sweeter than moonshine.
Sure.
And
there you go.
but after I talk to them and make the offer, I'm coming back on the ship. What you guys do after that is up to you. And I'm just going to hide on the ship and stay out of the light.
I don't know
Yes,
if that's a good
Dakota.
plan, Mr. Wanted Man.
Probably a good plan. Yeah.
Traveling
give
by
you-
yourself out of the mine into the area where the people could be. That's
Like deja vu. Always running away.
they'll probably be more likely to catch you when you're on your own. We can't block you.
If they come to the ship, you're there with a dead body, dude.
That's true.
Right, that's right.
Why didn't you just space it? Why do you still have this body? It's probably
We
not a
may
good
need
idea.
it.
Well,
We may
Science.
need it.
We can't space it when we're on a planet. Also,
Yeah, that's
Like,
true
Yeah,
too.
can't you like fly out, and space it, and then come back?
Trust me, we know how to space people.
that's a
Oh,
lot of gas.
They have experience spacing people in the past. Yes.
It's like a 10-minute trip for milk or something, you know?
Well, see, that's where I was saying, like, you guys, 2 people stand post by the ship, and then I go down, do the deal, come back up, and then you guys all go down after. But if we all go down, and then we're all caught, and then they run me, then we're all liable.
Let me ask, how much is your bounty, just for personal preferences?
It's been a few
5.
years, but like, honestly, it won't. It's not even worth the gas. Like, you have to be within like a system to even make a profit off it, because it doesn't even cover gas, like the fees for that.
Likely story.
Is there inside checks in this game?
You can make a savvy check if you'd like.
I will.
Oh, I trust you. I had bigger fish to fry anyway.
Savvy. Lost my character sheet. It's 18 plus
Oh, then you succeed.
3.
All you had to beat was a 12.
21.
Yeah.
So you
Um,
want me to say what my bounty is?
Why don't you? Is there a way that you can you message her
Yeah.
what your bounty is? Or no, you know
It's
what?
not-
you
it's
you
not
wouldn't.
exact
You would
amount.
no. She would just probably get a vibe from you that you're just not being 100% honest. So you don't have to message her what you're like. She wouldn't be able to tell like, oh, his bounty must be blah 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 blah, so many hollows or whatever.
Yeah.
Just off of insight, it would be more like you just have an idea. Like it might be more than what he's letting you believe.
Underselling.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing about it right now. I'm just gonna look at it.
No, I just messaged
Okay.
you directly with the exact
Okay.
information that I wrote down for the bounty.
So, Dad, you're going to go arrange transport, and then we're going to go take care of business.
Like
All
we
right,
did
so
before.
just give me the 6 hollows so that way I can go grab what I need.
I'll give him the
Actually-
6 hollows.
All right.
You said you're a miner.
Not an actual miner.
Like, how good
I'm
are
a
you?
farmer. I just learned through kind of war time with the mines how to do basic stuff and get through and what to look for and to be able to pop out where we need to, make things collapse where we need to. Basic stuff, nothing. I am by no means. I mainly followed the people who knew all that stuff and did that. I was just a simple farmer.
So you're a professional. Got it. I think you're definitely important for this mission. Not that I'm trying to make you not come to the ship by yourself, but there's a lot of things that, you know, the crystals aren't like just sitting on the ground ready to pick up. Gotta be mined out of there.
I'll leave it to the 3 of them to decide if they want me down or to stay here with the risk on both sides. You guys make the decision.
I used to drill on asteroids. I should be okay.
Oh, you did? Oh man, you're more professional than. Okay, all right. I trust him.
What did you do, Aster?
What did I do? Oh
Yeah.
well, I travel space and time and fix shit that's not mine. It's my motto.
Okay.
Space
God.
and time.
Yeah, we want to know more about that part.
Oh, you're no props on my motto. I came up with it myself like 100 years ago or something.
100 years ago.
How
Yeah,
old are you?
Yeah.
like a solid 32.
Must be the moonshine.
Moonshine.
100%.
So,
yeah.
after I had a question for you, you were on level 4, right?
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever seen these scorpion-like critters before, and how did you avoid them?
I didn't see anything, and I just walked where I wanted to go.
Can I insight check that? Or
Sure,
savvy
sure.
check it?
Yeah, you can savvy check that. Sure.
Davey.
I'm going to use a void point.
Okay, go for it.
It's 11 plus 2. It's already a 13.
You believe he's telling you the exact truth of how he did it. He went down, didn't see anything, and went right where he wanted to go.
You must be incredibly lucky.
Or I
Are
just
you-
don't pay attention very much, but who knows, really.
Can you defend yourself?
Do you have any weapons? That's his ask.
I'll like grab my chameleon and spin him around, and he looks like a little pistol.
A pistol chameleon. Come on. We need to keep this guy. He's more interested in Manta.
He's not
I
actually
like
a
that.
pistol. He's just a welding gun.
Oh.
Even better.
Oh! I've killed people with the welding gun before.
Oh, really? I burned things with a welding gun.
I almost burned a girl's head out. It was exciting.
Good times.
Don't
Yeah.
let you grab Cam. Got it. Okay.
I have a welding gun of my own.
Okay, that's fair.
So, Aster, we're going to trust you.
That's a great idea. 100%. No problems there.
So have you decided, am I coming with or am I staying?
You can stay with the body.
All right. So I need 2 of you guys to kind of stand watch up here. I need at least one person to come with me down there.
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay.
And anyone else?
I'll go with Esther and Beth.
I'll stay here. I feel safety here with dead
And-
body.
Do
Wait.
we have access to like news or anything on, or any like broadcast for information on the ship?
There probably wouldn't be a whole lot of like news broadcasts in the current where you guys are in the current
Yeah.
like state of this system. That has kind of been more. It's like everybody's just trying to survive, so you're probably not going to get too much as far as like news things scattered about. I mean, you could. I mean, really, your ship's only good for, like, doing readings of, like, surface readings of the planet, getting you general, like, information like that, but other than that, you're probably not going to get too much information just on your ship, unless you try to, like, do some type of hacking or something like that.
No.
Okay. So you guys
So
have a
us-
plan, so I think this is a good time for us to take our break for the evening, as it's a little bit later than our normal break time. So we're going to go ahead and take about a 5 to 7 minute break to grab a quick, not fake snack and something other than sludge to drink. And we'll be back here soon, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to jump back into this in a little bit and see how this little plan goes of them to talk Maroney into taking them back down to Sector 4. So we'll see how that goes when we return. So stay with us. We'll see you soon. And welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of tonight's episode of OMEN. The group has met a new trusted ally in Aster, and his chameleon friend Cam is sitting upon his shoulder. With the arrival of Moore's Corp, it appears that Devlin is a little skittish, and rightfully so. But you guys are trying to get back into Sector 4 that's been shut down, and you guys have a good connection with Devlin helping the elevator operator, Maroney, not too long ago. You have a plan to maybe talk Maroney into getting you guys back to Sector 4. So that's where we'll pick up. As you guys are, I believe it's Devlin, Aster, Dawn, Noah, and Andronima are staying on the ship. Okay. Well, Noah, and Andronima.
Yes.
Staying on the ship.
Andromeda and I are shut-ins today.
Noah 2 and Noah 1.
So, the landing, or the platform, you guys step upon the platform, you guys start walking across, you can see that the 2 other vessels are still there. The smaller shuttle has 2 of those armed guards, like, standing next to the boarding ramp of the shuttle, and they're just kind of, like, standing there at attention with guns. And they're kind of on the other side of the platform. You guys walk to the basically this metal trail that kind of leads up to where the massive doors are to this place. Right as you get to the doors start to open. And almost running into you as they're walking out are those 3 Moore's Corp individuals. And they don't seem to they just don't seem to notice you guys as you guys almost like walk into each other. And they just shift to the side just a little bit as they're talking with one another. And they kind of just walk by you. Like, they're not really addressing you, other than the fact that they just kind of slid around you as you guys were walking in and they were walking out. You do hear one of them say, the African American male who had the really bright blue eyes, say to the larger individual who has the scars on his face, "Well, it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy job for you." "Why you say that?" As they're walking by us. "It just seems like this is pretty straightforward. What you do, just give them an estimate, take care of it." And as they're kind of walking out, like that's kind of all the conversation you hear as they continue their conversation past you.
Well, I guess that went well. 1 second, I gotta stop by the bar real quick, and I'll run over to the bar, and run to the bartender, and I'm going to ask him for asteroid whiskey, which costs 6, and I'm gonna tip him 2 to see if he can get me a little bit better stuff. And then I'm going to.
He kind of looks at you with a side eye. And he's like, "Better than asteroid whiskey?"
No,
I
just
mean, you can't get much. You can't get much better than asteroid whiskey.
Listen, there's rail asteroid whiskey, and there's more refined, if you know what I mean.
Listen, I can probably sneak a little from the top shelf here, but you know, that 8 Hollow should do it.
And do you happen to have any vacuum ice? It cost 3 hollows. I wasn't sure if you guys had any around here.
Oh, vacuum ice?
Yeah. To kind of chill the drink.
Yeah, sure.
Can I get a set of that as well?
Yeah, why not? 3 hollows.
Yep. And then I'll just grab that and then just run back to the elevator.
Okay.
And then is Maroney still sitting there?
Yeah. He's kind of there, getting ready to just doing his thing. I mean, the elevator is still running because it's still going to like the other sectors.
Right. Is there anyone else on it yet?
They're like a couple people that looks like they're milling about, maybe thinking about getting ready to get on, but somebody calls over to them and they kind of walk over and start having a conversation over off to the side. And
I'll turn the Dawn and Aster and go, make sure no one gets on while I talk to Maroney for a second.
Got it, boss.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll walk over to Maroney and go, Maroney, how's it going, pal?
Dev!
How's everything going?
It's good. It's good. I just hope they get that Sector 4 open here pretty soon. We're getting some people that are pretty impatient and getting a little a little frustrated, you know?
Yeah. No, I actually had a question about that. See, I was wondering if there would be any way to possibly make our way down to Sector 4, maybe before it opens, if you catch my drift.
You want to go to Sector 4 now?
I mean, within the next elevator run or two, if it was possible before they, since everything's closed down right now, a couple of my crew, you know, they get anxious. They want to get back down there and start mining. And I was wondering, and I'll kind of pull out the whiskey and pour it out and put it right in front of them and just go, wondering if there's just any way that you might be able to, you know, take 1, 2, 3, 4 people down there.
Go ahead and make a savvy check with advantage for me.
All right. Seven and 8. Can I add them together?
No, you cannot.
Can I use a void point to add them together?
No, you can't use a void point to roll with advantage when you already have advantage on the roll. So you fail, but he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Look, Dev, you've proven that you're a good repairman and you can fix things up, and I appreciate that. But you're kind of asking me to go against my responsibilities here on this elevator, you know, and I love my job, you know. It's a great job."
I completely understand, and I don't want to put you in a predicament. And I go ahead and I put the bag of ice out there next to it.
You like start to put some cubes in the whiskey that you poured.
I put it right there, and I go, listen, if there's no way that you can get us down to 4, is there a way you can get us to 3, and then is there a way to get to 4? Yes, I hear you. I then take 2 hollows and slide it down next to it as well.
All right. Well, he takes the whiskey and he sips it. That's cold.
Bet it is.
Well, I know a way on Sector 3. But
Go on.
you're going to have to do some repair work. There's an old abandoned elevator on Sector 3 that will take you to 4.
Do you have a map? Or do you have directions how to get there that you could write down for us?
Oh, yeah, I could jot them down for you. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Dev, though. It's kind of off the beaten path, you know? People haven't been that way in a long time. It's been mined out.
No worries. We'll take care of that.
All right, you got it.
So,
Thanks for the whiskey.
of course. No, it's always great doing business with you. So, I'm going to go back and get the rest of the guys. And then, so by the time you get back with your next run, we should be ready to go.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right.
And then I'll turn back to Aster and Don and go, all right, well, I made it work. We have a way to Sector 4, but it's not as originally planned. We need to go back to the ship to talk to everyone to let them know how this is going to work. And we're going to have to change a few things. I might have to tag along as well to be able to assist with the project of getting down to Sector 4.
What, is he not gonna take us there? Do we need to jump him?
No, he can't get us down to Sector 4 by himself. It would cause too many issues, but there is another elevator that he's going to give me directions to that we're going to have to fix up. Yes, Dakota, 1 second.
So we
So-
got more.
By the time we fix the elevator, section 4 might be open.
I mean, I don't know of any other way. If we jump them, you're just sending red flags all across the board. And we already have Morse Corp here.
That's fair.
Aster, somebody talking to another individual, some other miner, bumps into you by accident, and they think, "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that."
What are you doing?
Hey, look! I'm just waiting on Sector 4 to open. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're waiting on Sector 4 to open? So I'm waiting on Sector 4 to open. I'm going to that sector.
Well, that makes two of us.
Well, you know what? Why isn't it open now?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's more than us in here waiting for Sector 4 to open.
Hey, shh. You know what I heard? I heard maybe some lucky miner like just struck the lion's share of gems down there, and the company just shut down the whole floor so they can make sure that they don't have to pay out all these other miners.
That's unbelievable.
What do you mean it's unbelievable?
That's unbelievable.
You don't think somebody might have got lucky and found like some kind of hive of gems or something like that?
No, I think that's awful, and that we should riot. We should all go down there right now.
But we
We could all overtake the guy in the elevator. He doesn't look very strong, you know.
Maroni's cool.
Yeah, he's cool, but he's follows the rules too much.
I mean, he has a pretty good job.
Would you want his job?
I mean, all you got to do is run an elevator all day? I mean, come on.
Well, then that sweetens the pot for you. If we start a riot, everybody flies into the elevator. We all go to Section 4 or Sector 4. You know.
Hey! Look, you know, I'm not all into the whole rioting thing. Maybe 10 years ago, not now. And he kind of starts walking. The woman that was with him kind of like pulls him away from you. And just starts walking away.
Boring. I tried.
Are you trying to get us caught?
No.
Dude, what if
Listen.
he reports us?
He's not going to report me.
Okay, we get down there after rioting. How are we going to sell the gems?
Say we weren't a part of the riot.
I don't think that's how it works.
Why not? Listen, anything's possible. If you just believe enough.
Look, let's just get back to the ship, talk to the others, decide what we want to do, and go from there.
All right, fine.
So you guys are making your way back to the ship? Okay.
With me hiding behind them, of course.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Yeah. You guys make your way back to the ship, no problem. Once the shuttle's still there, 2 guards standing out front, Moore's Corp ship still there. You guys make your way back to the Omen to meet Andronima and Noah.
All I'm saying is, if I didn't take risks, I wouldn't have found some of the stuff I found in my life, okay? Including these crystals.
Very well. That might be true. But also causing a riot and killing people is not also the best idea.
I did not once say killing people, and I met you guys with a dead body here, so I don't know what you're into.
Start a riot. That sounds like a great idea.
Thank you.
Okay, so listen, I talked to Maroney.
Mm-hmm.
He gave us a way where we can get down to Sector 3, and then there's another elevator shaft that'll get us to Sector 4,
Mm-hmm.
and once we repair it, we can get down there, and then we can also use that as a way to get gems in and out, unbeknownst to the main shaft also, where we can hide it and exfil it out for maybe greater profits, hide it inside machines or other equipment that's on Sector 3.
Yeah. Go on. Okay.
So even if they do lift it while we're down there, we still can use the shaft to get stuff in and out, unbeknownst to everyone else.
Unless
That's
we get caught while we're down there.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Lord,
no,
the scorpions kill us.
It's going to be perfect. Those elevators are completely quiet.
Well,
And
look, you got 2 options. One is cause a riot, according to this guy, and get Maroney hurt. Or 2, we go the safe route, go to Sector 3, repair the other elevator, and go down that way. It's off the grid. No one else is over there. It's a closed down shaft. They've already mined it out.
Yeah, but Aster does have a point. The elevators here are fairly loud, and we don't know where exactly that other elevator is located in Sector 4. So when we get down there, we're gonna be exiting out in an unfamiliar area.
I mean, it's not like the area you chose was very safe.
That's true, but at the
So
very
it's all
least,
going to be unknown.
no. But at the very least, there are people there who could, like, direct us to like certain paths and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. We don't know where we're gonna exit out.
Aster, you have a pretty good feel of the area, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I trust that completely.
Yeah. I mean, I do from the main elevator. If we got through the other elevator, the main goal would be to find the main elevator, and that just takes more time.
So
I'm with either plan, honestly.
it's either wait, start a riot somehow, which one guy already straight up turned you down, and
Well-
then the other option is to try and repair it and just go see what happens.
So
All you
many
need-
weak-willed people on this planet. It's unbelievable.
Listen, all you need to start a riot is to start a fight, and then make sure that the people around you start getting involved.
Can we
There-
use Noah's dead body and put it in the front?
we are not putting my dead body in a riot.
But
I'm
Over his dead
No
body.
one-
we could use it if we did start a riot. We could use his dead body as a catalyst for the riot, saying like, "Look, this person went to Sector 4, and they didn't come back. Instead, 2 of them came back. One dead, one living. I bet that would start a riot."
Maybe a more measured approach.
What was the reason for starting the riot? Like, why did that came up in the first place?
I like the idea of a riot. If everyone floods the 4th level, if those scorpion things come back, that's more targets. That means less likelihood of us getting attacked.
Yeah, it's safer.
And screw corporations. They
Yeah.
deserve what they get.
Yeah.
On the second hand, I have not listened to Devlin once and paid for it with my life.
Well,
I'm-
not really. You're still alive.
I look over at the other body like, I don't want to risk that again.
Okay, so what if we
But-
go silently then?
And Death never came with us. He'll be the first time that he comes with us on anything.
That's true. He hates
Anything
us.
He
Aster, I
has
don't know if
not
you've
come
noticed,
together.
but he dislikes us very much. In fact, he probably wants us dead, and the moment we go down there, he's gonna turn us in and say, like, look at these people.
It's because
Listen,
he's a wanted criminal.
I just have a way. I like plans, and your guys' plans are never thought out.
That's
Yeah,
my thing. I
great
never think. I
plan.
just do.
And then you guys were gonna stay on Sector 3 and take all these jobs and gain information, and literally just went, "We're going to 4," and took off. And look, dead, losing Manta, and you guys are coming back with rifts in space, and I don't even know what else.
And we have Aster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gain a friend.
Exactly.
Sector 4 wasn't bad at
Win-win.
all. I don't know what you guys have seen. Maybe you were on Sector 5. I had no issues on Sector 4.
Wait, that's Sector 5?
I don't know.
I want
I
to
don't
know
know
about
where
that.
you guys are.
We're Omen.
No, I'm saying like I didn't see any sort of scorpions or rifts in space and time. That would have been really cool to see, by the way.
Dead
Or
bodies?
dead people.
Maybe.
You didn't see dead bodies?
No, I just saw crystals and metals that I wanted to experiment on.
Oh, well, let's go. Let's take that old ass elevator, fix it up, and use it to steal all the gems. Cause I'm all pro stealing from corporations. That's always a good thing to do.
Wasn't that
I
a
got
plan
my
from the beginning? We're gonna
toolbox.
be pirates.
What'd you say?
We're gonna be pirates. That was a plan.
There was.
Steal.
That's true. We did talk about becoming pirates, and look at
love
us
that.
now.
I love that. Good job, guys. Being pirates is probably the best thing to do in the galaxy.
So
Def
I can bring
is
my
coming.
toolbox, and we can go down the 3, get that path to the elevator, get it fixed up. I can do it in half the time. Plus, with Noah helping me, we get advantage probably.
Yeah. I will bring my fusion welder and duct tape.
Yeah, I'm good at welding. I've been a deep space welder for some time.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, so are we going?
Yes.
Sector 3?
Yes. I'm on board this
Question.
plan.
Before we go, something just occurred to me, and I don't know if it's real or not, but we're going to find out. Michael, is there a way we can actually see our own contracts?
Oh yeah, you have like the digital copies of them. Yeah.
Aster, pull up your contract.
All right.
Aster pulls up a contract. It's a digital contract.
Is it for level 4?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
So make sure he wasn't trying to BS us.
No, he has an official. He has official
It
contract.
says I'm supposed to be with a party though, probably.
Yeah, it's he did sign on to be as a. They don't let anybody like go by themselves.
Yes.
Wait.
But part of me is wondering if he's ever actually been to level 4. I know he said he has, but he hasn't seen any of the things that we've seen, just all sunshine and rainbows.
Everything is perfect. Nothing bad happened.
Hold on. You're not allowed to go to Sector 4 by yourself.
Yeah.
So you went down with other people.
Yeah, I went down with like 4 other people. Or
What
3
happened
other
then?
was it 3 or 4 other people?
3 others.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. There were some other people. I didn't see them come out of there. Maybe they're dead. That'd be kind of interesting.
Cool.
Because that
You
means
didn't
they went
stay
the
with
wrong
them?
way. Oh no, of course
Wait.
not.
Sure.
Did
you have boxes, crates full of gems?
Did I have boxes and crates full of gems?
Yeah, were you loading gems to these crates?
No.
Savvy check.
Go ahead.
I don't care about these stinking gems. That's why I didn't take them in myself.
9.
You can take a void point if you don't already have 4, Andronima.
I shall. All right. We found like didn't we find some sort of crates full of gemstones?
They
Or
weren't
crates full of
gems. They
something?
were kind of like. It's that the rock that's very porous that people use to put like in their like landscaping. It kind of looked like that. It was
Okay.
red and had holes all through it. There was just a bunch of carts and crates and stuff full of that.
Okay.
Well, when we went down the elevator to section 4, was there anybody else with us?
There were a few people, yes. Not nearly as many as on Sector 3. Sector 3 is the busiest.
Alright, so we going?
Yes, safe and measured plan.
Alright, so that means once we get there, we're gonna have a whole different plan.
That's how this group works.
100%.
That's how you guys do it. That's what makes it fun. All right.
And Dev, you're coming with us this time.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna work on fixing the elevator.
Help you? Maybe.
All right. So we go into the elevator then?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Maroni's gonna wait for us on the second run, so we should be back soon. So we should probably get ready to head over there. And then he's gonna take us down to 3, and he has a map that he's gonna give us with directions on how to get there.
What if we don't? Wait, hold on. Just completely side tangent. What if we get on the elevator like we're going to 3, and then be like, "Hey, man, would you mind just like turning around and looking away from the lever, and we'll pull it to go to 4?"
I mean, you can ask,
All right.
but if there's other people on it, then it's gonna be hard. Right now, we're just getting a ride. We didn't get a private ride. We just have spots on it.
I can try to make it a private ride. Leave it to me.
Just don't draw attention of Morse Corp. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Sounds vaguely ominous.
All right, let's get down there.
Okay, so you guys open the loading ramp to the Omen. You guys all start walking down. You do notice that there is an individual outside smoking kind of an e-cigarette next to the Morse Corp landing or boarding ramp. And it's an individual holding a gun, wearing kind of all black attire, has dark hair, a little shorter guy, probably only like 5'4", but he's out there kind of like smoking a cigarette and just kind of standing there. The shuttle, is still over there, and there's still 2 armed individuals standing in front of the shuttle, and that's what you see right now as you get off.
I don't make eye contact. I just keep walking.
Okay.
And kind of put people between me and them.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah, I'll stand closest to the shuttle, and like as I'm passing by, I'll make eye contact with both of the guard guys,
Okay.
and like look at the ship and like turn sideways, so because I'm a pretty big person,
Okay. Yeah.
to like give him cover.
Okay. Yeah. They don't seem to really even, because the 2 guards are wearing masks and you really can't even see their eyes, so they just kind of look straight ahead. It's like just 2 sentries there.
I'm just gonna look directly into the center of their mask.
Okay, you got it.
As I pass by.
And there's no sign or anything on those shuttles, right? The shuttle itself doesn't have Morse Corp on it.
The shuttle does not have Morse Corp on it, no. The shuttle actually looks pretty, like, piecemealed together for somebody as so nice that got off of it. To be guarded this well, he was in a pretty crappy shuttle.
Can we
Guys,
screw with the shuttle?
Can you what?
Can we screw with the shuttle?
I mean, it's got 2 armed guards from what you can see, like, standing next to it, and it's not a very big vessel.
Noah keeps that in mind for later.
Okay. Sure. So you guys enter back into the mining. Oh, go ahead, Dawn. Were you saying something?
No, I'm sorry. No.
Okay. And you heading straight to the elevator? Okay. Okay, so the door opens, and as you guys are walking in, before you even get to like talk to Moroni, you can see that Moroni is talking to another group that are already kind of getting sealed into their like gravity tiles on the floor. And that very high postured, very nice looking individual is standing in the elevator as you guys walk in. He has 4 of those security guards that are standing around him. And you also see that there are 4 others that are standing on the opposite side that are all wearing Morse Corp logos.
I'll step in front of Devlin,
Okay.
and I'll be like, "Hey, you guys haven't fixed Sector 4 yet. What are you doing? I thought you guys said you were going to take care of it. You're still just standing in the elevator? What are you doing?"
The fancy guy looks towards you and said, "Who are you?"
That's not important to you. You need to do your job. Doesn't matter who I am. Doesn't matter who these people are. Why aren't you working?
I currently am.
Well, it's taken you a long time. Do you get paid a lot?
I own this place.
Oh, well, you don't take a very good care of it now, do you?
He looks over at other people that are kind of like coming in. He looks towards Maroney. Who is this?
As he looks away, I'm gonna like slightly shove Devlin to like walk away from the entrance of the
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Now, you do know, Dev,
you
that this is a 3-story elevator. So the doors on the top can be opened and you can go up there. Or you can go, there's another story to this. So there's like 3 levels of this elevator.
Oh, then I would go to the top.
Okay.
So that way you can't see my face.
Okay.
I would
You know
stand
what?
towards the front so that way all they see is my rear end.
Okay.
I can't stand to be in the same elevator car as you. I'm going to one of the other ones. I can't believe you haven't done your job yet. I turn around and walk away.
Okay. Dawn, Andronima, Noah, what do you guys do?
Noah will grab Andromeda by the shoulder and like put her like face to face with him, and like we're having a conversation, but he's going to talk very loudly. Can you believe those Morse Corps people left their shuttle unattended, and all those people are just ransacking it right now?
Okay. Make a savvy check for me.
This is going to be horrible, guys.
Oh, I lost my dice.
That
I'm
would
gonna
be a
I'm gonna use my void
6.
point.
6. Okay.
I'm gonna use the void point that I got to make it a 16
Okay.
instead of.
So interesting thing happens here. So in this situation, like Andronima is selling it, like she's overselling it a little bit. As you guys are talking, like normally Andronima's like would have been okay, but you're kind of like you're like here with your lie. Andronima's like taking it to like here, and it just doesn't quite sit well. Like Dawn's like, what are you guys doing? Like. And you hear the very pristine, well postured man with that scar down like his head right here. Look towards you. He's like, "That shuttle is my shuttle. That does not belong to Morse Corp. Who's messing with my shuttle?"
You mean that jalopy that you landed?
Yeah, you look so like pristine and nice.
That's below your station.
Yeah. Whoever gave you that,
I
sucks, man.
agree.
Sorry.
Well, that is salvaged material, pieced together with the best parts that I could find. See, that is one thing that I'm working on.
Well, what's your name? You're very interesting.
It is Sheer.
Ashir. My name is Andromeda. Nice to meet you, Ashir.
It is. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. And your name is? And looks over to Noah.
My name is Sam.
Sam. Hadn't heard that
And you
name.
might want to go check your cameras, because you might not have much of a shuttle left by the time you're back up there.
We saw somebody next to it and like trying to mess with it.
They're wearing all black, and they look like they were smoking something. So you might want to go check that out.
He turns around and he looks at one of the armed security guards that are standing next to him. He's like, "Eliot, is everything okay at the shuttle?" And you see the helmeted head turn and say with this, almost like it's like a voice box kind of thing that's talking. He said, "Nothing seems to be a problem, sir. Everything is normal." And he looks back at you. Well, it seems, Sam, that things are just fine at the shuttle. I do appreciate your concern, though.
Must be a different shuttle.
There's a lot of things out there parked right now. Shuttles, Morse Corp. What are they doing here?
One woman with a Morse Corp suit on, long kind of reddish redhead hair, looks in your direction and says, "We're here working, to be honest."
On?
Well, it seems that there's some rock that can't quite get through. So we're to see if we can get through it for them.
Planning on using your hard heads to do that?
She smiles and chuckles a little bit, kind of surprised that you said that. And the large kind of larger, sturdier stature African-American male with those piercing blue eyes just looks towards you and says, "We'll have no problem getting through it. It's just, if the payment's right."
It's always
How
about
much?
the payment.
Especially for corporations. How much are they paying you?
Oh,
Can't be much based on the status of that shuttle.
And Ashir looks at you. "Sam, you should know by now in this day of age that, yes, man, where parts and hollows may lack, other things can be offered. More important
Such as? Secrets? Contracts?
things. Absolutely. Secrets that will remain secret. Well, at least from you, anyway.
The secret of those contact lenses? And Noah just walks away.
He said
Are
you got
you-
fake blue eyes.
Are you guys going to a different floor, or are you guys staying on that floor of the elevator as it goes down?
Staying on this floor.
Staying on that floor? Okay. They just eventually...
Staring daggers.
Yeah, you get this... They're staring right back at you most times.
Sure, you
Dawn, are you doing anything in particular, or are you...
I was gonna ask a sheer question.
Okay.
We got him
Yeah,
moving.
as Noah walks away, you kind of step forward.
Yeah, step forward. Oh, sorry.
Mhm. Good.
A sheer. Do you know anybody named Deflin? Or have you ever heard of that name?
Oh no.
Don't draw attention.
Proceeds to
Sheer
give name.
Sheer kind of looks at you and says, "No, name doesn't ring a bell to me. Why? Should I have heard of him?"
No, just asking. You know, information. Like you said, we all have secrets.
Hmm.
We could always trade secrets. And you have beautiful eyes.
The guy behind Ashir, who you're not talking to, you're talking to the different guy. Ashir doesn't really have the blue eyes. That's somebody else that you don't know his name.
Oh.
But Ashir's like, well, I do appreciate that compliment.
You are. I'm just gonna go right next to Noah and Adradama.
Okay, sure. So Maroney, he's himself, but he looks like he's on edge as he starts to guide the. It's kind of like, you know, when your direct supervisor is like watching you do your job, and has left you alone for the entire week, and then all of a sudden shows up. It's kind of like one of those things where he's like being observed by his direct supervisor, starts to get the elevator into gear, and you guys go flying down with that same loss of stomach, basically, as it goes up into your throat, riding kind of like the roller coaster ride down to Sector 3, where you guys arrive and the doors all open. And it seems like Ashir and all of the Morse Court people are getting off here at Sector 3. They're just walking out onto the exit area. It looks like they head over there, and it looks like Devlin, you would recognize Crix is there, kind of there to greet them as they come down out of there. And
I
they
would kind of stay on top and kind of avoid not wanting Crix to draw attention to me.
Okay, yeah. Crix just kind of greets them and starts guiding them into like that substation hub that you were in before, and kind of takes them in. The sliding glass door opens, the sliding metal and glass door opens, they go in, and then it shuts, and then there's other people kind of milling about. Sector 3 is a little crowded right now because it seems like some people from Sector 4 have come down here and trying to kind of mill about, maybe see if they can find anything in the meantime while Sector 4 is closed.
I would swallow my throw up because I didn't want to draw attention to myself, and then regain my poise, and then go down to Maroney and ask for the paper.
Oh, right here. I'm gonna apologize for its condition, but here he hands you this it's like one of those little like bar napkins that you can get.
It's in better condition than me. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. It was a little cranked and I tore the end of it a little bit. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I was under a lot of pressure there. You know what I'm saying? When your direct supervisor just steps onto the elevator with some important people, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta bring him back up later.
Oh, I get that.
We
So it can't really get any worse, right?
I mean, hopefully not, right?
So it's just a left. Sorry, I'm trying to read right now. My eyes.
Oh, you got it upside down.
Oh.
Maroni,
I have a pen.
I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take for me to get you to turn around when we pull this lever to go down to number 4?
For me to turn around and you pull the lever to go to level 4?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks up and you can see like there's security cameras in the elevator. You mind if I punch you?
Yeah. Fine.
We'll have to make it look like you're hijacking the place. Draw a little attention to yourself, you know?
I don't think we're gonna be getting out so cleanly. Because ultimately, we gotta take the elevator back up. The other elevator, though it's broken.
I gotta tell you, I'm feeling kind of frosty. That whiskey you gave me is really starting to hit me.
Does the other broken elevator, does it go all the way up to 1 as well, or is it only from 3 to 4?
Nope.
We're wasting way too much.
Only goes from 3 to 4.
Hey,
I
Aster.
say we go and get it fixed.
No. Hold on, Dev. Aster.
Yeah.
You see the lever?
I do see the lever.
Okay. Hey, Maroni, come here for a second. I'll put him in front of me, and I kick him out of the elevator.
Oh, you're kicking Maroney out of the elevator? Oh, no.
I pull the lever. I don't know.
Wait, let's do this first. I want Dawn. I want you to make a melee. So you're gonna make a body check with advantage because Maroney doesn't see this coming. So I want you to roll 2d20s and add your body to it, and I'll see if you can successfully kick Maroney out of the elevator.
TPK.
17 plus 2, 19.
Yes, that is a success. So all of a sudden, like, Don just like grabs him, like turns him his way, and then all of a sudden he like 300 kicks him out of the elevator. Maroney goes flying backwards. His helmet kind of falls over his eyes a little bit, and you hear twing as he clangs. His armor clangs on the metal on the outside.
Yeah.
And you
Aster,
just pull
do
the
it
lever. Okay,
Yeah.
so without shutting the doors.
So
And without engaging the gravity seals to the floor, You just crank the lever. So the doors are hanging wide open. The gravity tiles, you're not connected to them. So
We
you guys
trust in
just
destiny.
you guys all just go "Ah!" and just go boom and slam onto the ceiling of this elevator. Dev looked like he was going to dive, and then all of a sudden went boom to the top of the elevater, and you guys just start going "Ah!" straight down as this thing drops to Sector 4. Eventually, you can hear the brakes engage and the squeals, and you can actually see like sparks like outside because the doors are still hanging open. Wind is just blowing your hair all around and everything. Dev, you guys still have like your mining gear on, so you probably wouldn't like, none of your like attire would go flying everywhere. But as you slam to the ground now of the elevator, when it stops, you guys just go from ceiling to floor.
So is it 1d4 of damage you were saying?
I might give you a D4 of damage.
Someone could die right here.
Everybody everybody does take 1 point of damage.
Oh man, I'm hurt.
I'm already hurt, and I'm really like, was that necessary?
Hey, we got down here.
It worked!
Oh,
Yay!
But at what cost?
I puke on the floor.
Can we lock this thing from going back up?
Yeah.
It'll buy us some time.
I could try welding the gears to the bars.
We gotta get back up. Eventually.
That was the best thing I had. I don't know.
Can we look for like a lock or something? There has to be a lock.
Stick your staff in the gear and
Hope for the best.
Oh, is there like an emergency brake that we can just accidentally leave on?
Can we also
Investigate.
accidentally knock out the cameras?
Hey, Dev, that's your part.
I'm gonna try to investigate for a like an emergency lock or something.
Okay,
Like
make a savvy
like
check.
One of those fireman buttons.
Yeah, make a savvy
I'm
check.
just laying on the floor. I can't move. I am so destroyed from vomiting like 4 times a day or 5 times or whatever.
Can I use a void point to do that at advantage?
You can, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Is there a way for us to like accidentally knock out the cameras that are there?
I don't know, what would you like to do to accidentally knock out the cameras?
Like
I mean, do
maybe
you have anything in mind?
just kind of accidentally stumble into them with a welding gun or something. To be like, oh, and then it burned.
Well, the problem with that is they're about 10 feet off the ground.
Oh.
So you'd have to get like on somebody's shoulders, and you'd have to accidentally like get on their shoulders and walk up to the camera like real close, like you were like, oh, look at this.
Just like you accidentally kicked Maroney out.
I didn't kick him out.
well, we have tons of vomit here. We could just cover them with the cameras.
Wait, can they control the elevator from the outside?
You've
We
never
don't know.
you've never seen them control the elevators from the outside.
Because they literally
only-
have somebody that runs the elevator.
You literally have somebody that runs the elevator.
The elevator might not leave.
Actually, because there's no like call button or anything like that. That was alright.
We might have just shut down the whole mines. Good job, guys.
That means they'll be waiting for us when we go back up.
Oh no.
Smart idea, guys.
Oh, this was.
Which means we need to repair the other one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we can get
true.
back-
That one only goes up to 3.
That's fine. We'll pretend that we
all
were
we
on 3.
They're all gonna be looking at the other one.
Yeah. We can. We gotta
still gotta
send the
get-
other one up.
But then we still got to get back to 2, then 1. Oh.
That's for later us. We need to focus on now us, right?
Now we're stuck
You
in
guys-
level 4.
You guys
With
know
scorpion
what-
creatures.
There are no scorpions down here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, there are. Literally, we're covered in scorpion goo. I don't know if it's vomit, if it's blood, if it's poison.
And you haven't cleaned that up yet?
No, I didn't have any time to clean stuff up. I had to do other stuff, things, and shit.
Upload memories.
Exactly, the important stuff. I wasn't worried about scorpion goo.
Hey, on the bright side, we're all wanted criminals now.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Dev. At the very least, you're not the only one now.
Oh yeah, sure. Now I get processed and then hung. Cool.
I'm not wanted.
We'll get out of here. Perfectly fine.
You're about to be wanted.
Everyone thinks I'm dead. Not yet, anyway. But...
True.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
Should we start looking for those things we came here to look for?
Yes,
Yeah.
jumps time.
You're up, Pastor. Lead the way.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
show
lead
us
the
where
way.
the walls are.
We're
Okay.
watching you.
Can
I go
someone
down
help
the
me
main
off
path?
the floor?
I'll
Oh,
help you
yeah.
off the floor. I've already touched things that are disgusting.
Wow.
I'm talking about the vomit
I'm gonna get some ice for that burn.
everywhere.
Oh look, the ice that was left here. Because Maroni, from the drink I got him, that you kicked him out.
That ice
Use
is
that
all over
ice
the
for that
place.
burn.
Yeah.
So sad.
So
Tripped on your heel?
mm,
Yeah. Okay.
it was a pretty forceful kick. So you guys are following Aster. Aster is leading you out into Sector 4. Aster, where are you taking them to, like, where you originally came from?
I'm going straight to the metal that I was working on,
Okay, sure.
which we would pass the crystals probably. But like, I imagine we were going down the main path, and then all of a sudden, I
Well,
stop and hard turn.
You saw people leaving with them. You didn't actually, like, see where they were getting them.
Oh.
But they were
Well, they gotta
very
be around
they were
the
very
metal.
happy. They were deeper past where you were.
Yeah. I'll just go there.
Okay. So
I
Aster.
imagine there's like a little like crawl space we have to go through,
Oh yeah,
because I would not stay on the main path the whole time.
of course. Yeah, you see Aster go into like this little crawl space, and he kind of just beckons you to follow him.
That seems sus, but okay.
Follow me to my secret murder lair.
Listen, it's 4-1.
Yeah, apparently it used to be
Don't count me in
5.
that.
And I got a blade!
Eventually, you do get to where you were working with those metals, Aster. Anything that you wanted to do? As Aster kind of stops and starts looking at some things as you guys kind of come out of the crawl space.
I'm gonna go right back to messing with the metals.
It seems like Aster just starts working again.
The gems?
1 second, hold on.
I just sit down and lean against the wall.
What? 1 second, what? What's this?
Well, I found that with this specific metal here, that I don't know what it is, if I weld it with the rock in the wall, the slag that it creates makes a very, very nice, like, welding assist type of thing. It's very strange, because slag's normally useless, but in this scenario, it's very helpful. So I'm trying to make some. This could be like
That's your big secret.
no. My big secret was there were crystals down that way somewhere.
Should go
Can
that
you
way.
take us?
Yeah, you never gave me like a solid timeline, so I figured out it was
Now.
Right now, yeah.
Is he making a weapon?
I mean,
Can you make a weapon?
can I make a weapon? I'm not really like a weapon maker of any kind.
What do you make?
Wait,
I
hold on.
weld things.
Did you made Cam?
I did make cam, but that was just a stroke of luck. And I made this cassette player work with my earbuds. Now you see I have earbuds in my ears.
Well, this is very fascinating. Where are the gems?
They're down there somewhere.
Have you been there?
I mean, I've seen a lot of people walking away from there. And by a lot, I mean like 2 or 3. But not
So
many
what are we
people come to
doing?
this side. If you go down that hallway, I'm sure you'll find crystals down there. I promise. I'll be right there. I just need to do this real quick. I mean, you know, it could even assist with your ship potentially if I find any cracks in it. It looked
Okay.
oddly pristine, which is strange.
Well, we take care of it, and we really like our undead ambiance.
Or dead ambiance with the dead body that's sitting in your like main living area. But
And the symbols. You know, the previous time, the previous crew of that ship actually mysteriously died.
wow.
Yeah, and they left a bunch of symbols in the walls.
And now you own it and
Yeah.
mysteriously have a dead person.
Yeah.
Ah, great. I'm with a bunch of murderers. Anyway, I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing and making slag.
Okay.
All right. Well, I want to go see where the gem's at.
Okay.
Because that's what we came from, yeah?
Should we be splitting up right now?
No, I think we should go together, but we can leave him here.
Mm,
Another great plan coming together. Man, if only we stuck to the plan. Great idea, guys.
The plan was to go to the 4th level, section 4, and we're here.
And
we
we
have
could have
took a
done it
shortcut.
safely. Smart.
I like
could've.
Now we-
and turn up the
And now we have a
volume
guy
on
who
my
doesn't
thing.
even have the gems.
We could have been smart, yeah.
It would take us
Def-
like 2 more weeks.
if I don't like splitting up, but maybe we need to get to work on repairing this elevator. If we can find it.
At this point, whatever. You just tell me what to do. I made my decision. You guys went another route again. I'm stuck
I
here
was
with
going
you
with
guys.
you.
I'm stuck here.
Ew.
Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever.
Are you using Cam as a welding gun?
And he's listening to his Walkman. It's his cassette player.
10 out of 10.
Okay, so we need to fix the elevator, and we need to go see the diamond.
To me, the elevator is a priority for us right now.
But do
Yeah.
we even know where the elevator is? We just said that was the whole point. Is that we
That's
didn't know we were
true.
going to come out. And now
But
we're
you
saying
have
that
a
we're-
map.
You have the map.
That was for level 3.
And level
And we
4
know-
is 10, yes, plus 1.
It wasn't level 4. It was to get to it on level 3.
I know, but the elevator should be in the roughly same place based on where the entrance to the main elevator is. So we could work that out.
Yeah.
Here, I wrote up on this, so this is the top before someone 300 this guy out of the elevator. You just, I'll follow you. You read it. I'm.
It says DN. Oh, he turns it upside down. It says up. So Noah's going to try to figure out where this elevator is.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna follow.
Okay.
Gentlemen, do you wanna
I
go
would
look-
say this is going to be more of a savvy type role.
Okay.
So
And I'm going to use my void point.
okay, make it with advantage. You tap into the void.
That's a 1. Plus 2 is 3. And that's a 6 plus 2 is 8.
8. Okay.
So I failed.
You failed. You gain a void point.
Now if I use a void
Oh,
point
if
but
you
don't
use-
succeed,
If you no, you use a void point, so you have to roll a void
no.
corruption, perhaps.
Oh, I,
think
did that earlier too.
you use a void point and failed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to
think
that
I
too.
Two.
corrupted.
Yeah, let's pass out some void
I
corruption
did
now
one
while we're
thing,
at
I did was push it over.
okay, first thing I need you guys to do is what page is that on? Here it is, void points. So if you did use the void point and failed, I need you to roll anybody who did, go ahead and roll a d6, And if the result is equal to or lower than your current amount of void points, let me know. We're just gonna go with the current ones now.
So if I had one and used it, I currently have 0 then, right?
A minimum of 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
5.
5. So
Yeah.
so you're safe. Who rolled 5? You're safe. Nothing terrible happens.
I rolled a 5.
5 as well. Okay, so you guys are all safe from void corruption for that void point. But you don't gain a void point for that. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so you guys are safe. No void corruption happens right now. But you think you got an idea where it is?
We're gonna start turn on our headlamps and start working our way to it.
Okay. You take some time. Are you staying right where you are, Aster?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
For,
okay.
like, at least 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, got it. All right. So the rest of you are following Noah?
I think me and Adrenaline are gonna go look for diamonds, right?
Yeah, we're gonna look for gems.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and make, if you'd like to make a savvy check. Go ahead and roll savvy checks for me. Because that's more of your perception based.
18 plus 3, 21.
Success.
I only got 5.
Oh, got 5? Okay. So that's a fail, so you gain a void point, Don. I'll start with Devlin and Noah. After some time searching and following this napkin, you feel like you're lost.
Oh no.
And from somewhere to your left,
Don't you do it.
a scorpion jumps out. No, you hear what sounds like distant whispers. Both of you can hear them. Sounds like coming from further to the left in the mine. But you guys hold that thought. You two, Andronima, you turn around. Holy crap! There's the old elevator.
Destiny! Yes!
Dawn seems to be distracted. If it weren't for you,
Dawn?
but you weren't really looking for it. But there's the elevator, and what's crazy is like there's a like a metal case sitting in the elevator, and there's this mechanical lock on it that seems to be blinking green.
Dawn?
Yeah.
Dawn? The elevator's here. There's a blinking case inside the elevator.
You know what we have to do, right?
No!
Let's go see where it is. Wait,
It's a
hold on.
blink.
Shoot, someone tried to go find Death and...
No,
You
we're
open
not
the door?
splitting. No more splitting. Splitsies more splitsies is gonna
Yeah,
just go bad.
You guys
I
have
will
no
click a button.
idea where Devin Noah even went. Like-
Split in 5 different directions.
We done that already.
Oh
That's
my
good.
gosh. I want to click the button so bad.
Now, one thing that you guys have noticed too, you guys remember your suits had communication devices on them. But right now, Noah and Devlin, you guys are only able to communicate with each other. Like, reaching out doesn't do anything but static. And currently, Aster, you're just listening to your music. You're not even listening to anybody. And Andronima and Dawn, you're the only two able to communicate with each other because you guys are on Sector 4, which has the most interference when it comes to your headsets.
Mm-hmm.
I say we'll go look at it. See where it is. Wait, first of all, the elevator shouldn't be on. It hasn't been broken.
It's not on, but there's a case inside of it that is on and is blinking green.
Dawn, actually, as you say that elevator looks functional to you.
Look, the elevator looks functional.
I don't want to die.
Okay, you're being hurt a lot for the last couple days. Let me take a chance to see where it is.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay here in front of the elevator.
You spec
Any-
up a little more. Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to check out the case first so that you know what's inside of it, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it.
Okay. Yeah, there's
I'll
a
move.
there's a metal case. About it's a square, like a cube, about 2 foot by 2 foot. It's like a crate. It's got a mechanical panel on it that has a green blinking light on it.
Okay. Hey, Adrenaline, just a little tiny box with blinking green light.
Well, it's 2 foot, so it's not tiny. It's
Hey, Adrenaline.
The small.
It's a-
What's inside it, though?
my fish
Last
was this
time we-
big. My fish was this big.
Yeah, if we open it up, is there like a scorpion inside?
You gonna try to open it?
Mm,
You know what? I'm a bigger man. I'll roll. If I roll even, we'll open it. If I roll odd, we'll wait and see what happens.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Don just pulls out of his pocket a die that he always keeps with him.
All times.
And he's gonna roll it right on the ground in the mine.
We're both like sitting there.
It's a 2, so we're gonna open it.
I'm a step 50 feet away.
Okay. So it looks like that green flashing light is above a button. You gotta press the button, you think, to open the case.
I mean, this is like the best thing that ever happened to me. Box, green light. It's not red. If it was a bomb, it would be red.
True.
Right
Know
here.
that. How do you know that?
I'm a detective. I know stuff.
Okay.
Wait, I guess remember I was a detective.
Okay. Good for you.
As I'm gonna press the button, slowly press the button.
Slowly press the button so it starts to engage, and you finally get it, and all of a sudden you hear it go boop, boop, and it goes kss, and it starts to slowly open. And Andronima, you notice slowly but surely Dawn is being illuminated by a blue-green light that's coming from inside the case. And Dawn, as you're looking inside the case, it looks like this case is full of blue-green, very crude looking. They're not worked gems, but there's bright glowing blue-green gemstones within this case, filled to the top.
Told ya.
And it's at that very moment, from behind you, you guys hear a high-pitched scream of a female coming from behind you. Ah! And that's where we're going to end this episode of Omen.
Yay!
Welcome,
We just
Aster, to the
prepared it.
story.
It's a green light.
Listen, if we repaired it, we could have just drawn the elevator up and boom, we got our box.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, 'cause
Saying.
it was already repaired. It was functional.
Exactly. We could have just clicked the button.
No, there's no buttons. You need to be in the elevator, next to the elevator to make it work.
Maybe. We don't know how this one works.
Well, I gotta tell you guys, this was a lot of fun tonight. This was highly entertaining. So thank you guys so much for being wonderful players and bringing so much joy to my Tuesday nights. That was remarkable. For those of you that tuned in to watch us tonight, thank you guys so much for being a part of this this craziness with this group. Because they seem to have found some gems, but there's other things that appear to be going on down here in Sector 4. And we will see what that all entails in 2 weeks when we return to our next episode. So I hope everybody had fun tonight.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
we'll be back to
Yes.
see what this is all about. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. And until next time, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, everybody. Have a good night. See you guys next time.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.